You are listening to the Centropic Oracle, an audiobook podcast of science fiction and fantasy short stories that make you think and feel.
It's Like Bullfighting by Todd Honeycutt. Abuela says it's like the Corrida de Toros, bullfighting in the Plaza de Toros when she was just a girl. She and her mama and her papa went to the plaza on holidays, dressed in their church finest. Everyone from the town and the fields attended, ready to cheer the matadors and their assistants, who all dressed in beautiful, fancy hats and jackets of silver and gold and capes that swished around. And they'd release a bull. I can see it so clearly. A large, graceful animal with huge, dirty white horns, strong muscles, size dwarfing the matador, snout flaring, hooves clattering. Fierce and fear-inspiring. An image I know only from pictures and Abuela's descriptions. Abuela, her voice just above a whisper, told me of her wonder each time at how the matador could be any match for the bull, even when the matador rode on horseback. The bull was so large, so strong compared to the man. How could a cape and boots and a small sword compare to a mighty bull? It should have been no match at all. Man versus beast, a game that Abuela told us had been around for as long as people have lived. The matador and his assistants wore out the bull, enraging it to attack and stepping away at the very last moment, carefully wounding the animal so it would bleed. The bull became increasingly furious and frustrated, unable to stop fighting or to catch the matador with its horns, until the matador lunged in for the final kill, the bull frothing and blind with rage. A deep cut to the heart and the bull fell, the crowd cheering wildly. Man's victory over animal, over nature, as if conquering the world and the elements weren't enough. But sometimes when Abuela was more melancholy, she talked of the one time that the matador didn't win. He was a step too slow or too sure of his skill, or just too greedy in providing the crowd its spectacle, and the bull caught his side with one of its horns. The matador's cries sharp and clear over the crowd's gasps. The bull trampled the matador as other men jumped into the ring to distract the bull, to save the matador, but too late. The bull left only a pulp of the man. How the town grieved for the matador and his widow. But not just a few, Abuela said, enjoyed the spectacle of a man being killed a bit more than watching the bull's usual fate. I've been picked. One of 3 people randomly chosen by the administrators. Tomorrow, I'll go into the plaza with nothing but my wits and my speed and the energy tab that Luis has fashioned. He's been talking about it since the monthly competitions began 2 years ago, and he's finally perfected it. Luis would rather it wasn't me, but it is. So he left it on my bed earlier today. 2 years and not one person has fought and won. Tomorrow, everyone from the town and the fields will file in because the administrators know who doesn't show. No one wants their rations cut any more than they've already been. But I doubt Mama will. I hear her wailing in her room so loud I can't stand it. Tomorrow I'll step inside the plaza, one of 3, and the administrators will release one of the old mechs that we built to fight for us, which they did until the administrators took over. A reminder that in the battle of humans versus machines, we're to them as the bulls had been to us. That mech won't wear a cape and won't wear a hat, and most of the crowd will cheer for me, not for it, as I race and dodge while it chases and attacks, and I'll wait for my chance to slap that tab on it and hope to God that Luis is right and it crumples on the ground before me. Tomorrow, I'll think of the time Abuela saw the bull kill the matador, and maybe I'll be just as lucky.
We hope you enjoyed It's Like Bullfighting by Todd Honeycutt, read by Alexis Koratash. If you'd like to learn more about the author and narrator of this story, or make a donation to them, follow the story page link in the description. Pledge your support to us on Patreon for cool rewards and to help us bring you more stories. If you would like to submit a story for consideration or apply to be a narrator, a link to our submission guidelines is in the description. This story is copyrighted 2018 by the Centropic Oracle.